Searching all along, confessing while and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need the mask. I'm a shapeshifter, masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at Paul's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to throw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Man, every time I listen to this song, I want to go back to play to playing Mystic Messenger. But I'm too old to play that game. Silver. Hell yeah, I win. Hey Sushi, hey Elmer, hey Strategist, how are you guys doing? Now, Jinx to you guys. Haha. So, fuck you, I win. Because both of you said Crystal. So, Jinx. I see your Jinx, I raise you Magmar. You can never beat my EVs. Sapphire is way better, and it's the one that I played. Actually, it was Alpha Sapphire, but you know what I mean. Also, hey Sushi, how are you doing? How have you been? Emerald better, you get all the legendaries. True, but I don't think they ever released anything for Emerald when releasing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I think. Hey, Azure Master. And this is why we can never talk about one thing only. Hell yeah, Alpha Sapphire is better. It's the one I played, so it's automatically better. Give it time, I foresee a release on Switch. I mean, could. I don't think, I think that'd be cool. Hey Jay, how are you doing? That is fair. 6 hours is a long time. But hey, it took us like 3 days to watch a 1 hour a 1 hour section of a video. I really was released and I'm burned out because 2 decades of playing. I had to read that carefully because I couldn't understand if you really said burnt out or bummed out. Because I see a lot of people bummed out about the releases on the Switch, which honestly I agree. It's a bummer what they did to that. I'm good, Jay. I'm good. We're just starting. It's gonna be mostly a chill stream. Just chilling with some relaxing tunes, sipping some tea, and trying to decide like stuff to do on streams. Because I want to go back to doing them. I just don't have a schedule yet, and I'm not gonna be doing a schedule anytime soon. Don't even question me about it. Yeah. Literally playing Leaf Green on the Switch. Oh, okay. There we go. What starter did you pick? We're actually not thinking of buying the games because, I don't know, man. 20 euros is way too much for such an old game. There's too much wrong with what they did, and yeah. Jenny can tell it without me needing to say a word. Well, it's gonna take a while for that, so you could just, like, tell me, because Johnny went to have dinner the moment I started the stream, so... It's not a fine price, Sushi. It's not a fine price, from the moment that, it's 20 for each of them, and not 20 for both. It's a 30-year-old game. They changed absolutely nothing about it. And if you want to buy in other languages, you have to buy the game all over again. So, no, it's not a fine price. But, again, I'm gonna send him an angry face. Come on, man, just tell me. He's not gonna read any of this. We can totally pretend you never told me. I'm 30-year-old, I'm 40 now. You're as old as Zelda? Damn. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Okay. Oh,
here's Johnny.
never mind that. I guess we can, but was it him? It truly was. Wow, you were quick, man. Yeah. Vitus is saying that you didn't eat dinner, you vacuum cleaned it. You didn't say for me anymore. Okay, so now you gotta tell me, cause Strategist refuses to tell me what starter he picked for Leaf Green. He says he's playing Leaf Green and he won't tell me what starter it is, cause he said you could totally tell who it was without him saying a word. Well, yeah, that is the correct answer. I just want to know if he got the correct answer or not. No, the correct answer is Bulbasaur. Fuck you. It's Bulbasaur. Fuck you. You wanna say the correct answer is Squirtle? Go get your own stream. Fuck you. This is my stream. The correct answer is Bulbasaur. That's actually pretty nice, not gonna lie. No, it's Bulbasaur. You... That's Boba Fett. Okay, you can stop now. You're gonna ruin my hair. Thank you. Bulbasaur is the correct all the way. It's just an objective argument. No, it's the correct one. Everyone else is wrong. Unless it's Eevee. But that can only be achieved in Let's Go Eevee, because in yellow, fucking Gary steals your Eevee. I never said I wouldn't say, I just said Johnny can answer without me needing to say, well, you kind of refused to say, because I kept asking you to tell me and you wouldn't. When you was the chosen. Oh. Lol. Só agora podemos guardar a minha. O dois não cabe aí dentro. Adoramos as sandálias, mas ela é a pior escolha. Yeah. Eu. Disgusting. That's disgusting. Só há uma coisa boa nesse jogo. What you staring at, you wee Poshka? We're gonna have a Pokemon fire now. Hey, yo. I'm getting hit with intrusive thoughts again, people. Get this out of my hands before the intrusive thoughts win. This guy is the worst boyfriend ever. I was telling him remove the cartridge from my hand before the intrusive thoughts win, and he was actually gonna let me lick the cartridge. You are not a good boyfriend. No. Vitus is just handing me various Switch cartridges, and he just handed. Oh wow! I just noticed the sabotage logo. Yeah. he just placed on the table the Sea of Stars cartridge. I'm gonna restart that game again. It was so good.
Anyway, I'm told to.
Pretty sure Stret's starter is Bulbasaur, the correct one indeed. You're one of the guys who knows my starter rule. Ay. Oh man, can I see that drawing? I really hear Vitas be like, here, lick this. Hã? Tu é que estavas disposto a deixar-me lembrar o cartucho e sem comentários? Pois, eu sei. Hey, let's go. I want to see the drawing. Oh. O quê? Ah, é, isso ainda vai demorar um bocadinho. It's not dangerous to go alone. Lick this to live in danger. God damn it. John is on his way to lick Alex's Switch games. Man, that is... No. Do not ever say that again. Why is everybody licking crap? Man, I don't even remember which one it was, but yeah, A few years ago, I did have the intrusive thought of licking a Switch cartridge. And Vitus handed me the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee cartridge a few minutes ago, and I just stared at it and started laughing because the intrusive thoughts wanted me to lick it again. It's horrible. It is as horrible as people say it. I criticize people for stupidly licking it. I ended up doing it myself. I can't exactly say no regrets, because I did regret it, but oh well. Consequences of my actions or something like that. Pior que verniz para não roer as unhas. See, maybe it was the same taste. I can't tell you because I never needed that. You wanted to lick the cartridge? I mean, I can judge you. I'd probably do the same. Listen. It's horrible. Just thinking about it, I kind of remember the taste. I just can't describe to you what it tastes like. It's a very weird taste. Oh, that looks so cool. I love the Bulbasaur. It's cute. It's almost... What? How long have you guys known each other? Holy shit. Joke's on you, the polish never had the intended effect on me. Built different. Occasionally hold game cartridges in my lips when I'm searching cartridges if I don't have space to put them down for a sec. Yeah, then you lick your lips and it's got just... It's left the aftertaste there. Oh, man. Ugh. It's horrible, because I think I did that too once. Okay. Okay, I no joke. I just licked my fingers just to make sure. No, the taste does not linger in your fingers, so whatever chemical they put there does not linger in your fingers, so you're good. Okay, glad you're taking it well, Elmer. And that's how it should be. Oh, no worries, Sushi. Bye. Need to recheck my my playlist, because some of these songs, they're just not, you know, as much as I wanted them to. Larvitar evolved into a Puppytar. Dun, 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 dun. That's awesome, man. Facebook profile. Facebook is crazy. At least for us, you don't need Facebook to remember. Oh, that is awesome that she's also interested in that. It's really cool. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, yeah, if you guys like met each other in 2013, that would mean that that's actually around when we met, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that is more or less when we met. Oh, that is so cool. I don't know what show that is, but it's so cool that she was also in it. Okay, that is pretty cool. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Oh man, that group. Oof. Actually, here's a fun fact for you regarding that Facebook group, Johnny. So you know the Daggerheart campaign Xpop and I are part of? In the first few episodes, there was this girl playing. She was playing a character called Nyx. If you noticed her name underneath the character's name, it said Kyrie. Vitas and I actually know her from that Facebook group. In fact, we actually met her on a Kingdom Hearts meetup that was organized back then. Back when Vitas and I first started dating. It was actually so funny. It is. Just this is actually in session 0, I believe, when we were establishing our characters and whatnot. I was like, oh my god, girl, hi! It's been so long! Actually, do let me try and... Oh shit, I was almost gonna fuck this shit up. Cause the name changed. Let me try and give them a shout out. It's how much do you guys wanna fucking bet that it's gonna be No, actually I don't think it is.
Vocês estão bem? O que é que se passou?
Ah, tudo rijo. Eu sempre a dar forte.
E ele lá também.
E ele lá também. Escalão.
Okay, let's go. Powered by bad rules and questionable decisions. Man, the channel's not even mine and I'm the one feeling attacked because that was me. I made the questionable decision. Also, the whole with the sprinkle of Dark Souls difficulty, it's not. That's not it. That's just because that's what he was playing. So yeah. Yeah, we're currently waiting on the next session. Don't know when that's gonna happen. If it was Dark Souls difficulty, you'd all be gunners. Joke's on you, I actually already played a Dark Souls inspired tabletop RPG session, which was actually created by Hidari, the owner of Zadzi Dragosh. So yeah.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Was facing twilight all alone. Without a clue. Without a sign. Without grasping yet. The only question that I had is where I've been. I'm a shapeshifter. Apples the sky. Hiding both face and mind. All free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, with nothing to be found. A mirror right in front of me is where I found an empty glass, reflecting the sad truth. It's telling words not
You
to
got
be
Yamcha'd once from me yesterday? What do you mean? What happened?
I'm a shapeshifter, apples masquerade, hiding both face and mind.
Okay, no, I get it. Yeah.
I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my
That would have been funny.
Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide.
You know what? 20 minutes is not that bad, actually. Oh my god. Poor strategist. Hey, welcome back, Sushi.
How to see me
Oh wow, you actually damn, for just 5 minutes you kind of missed the shout out that I gave to Dados e Dragões. Oh yeah, yeah. This is a cover, but yeah. I'm just gonna move this a bit here. This because I was telling Johnny that I personally know the girl who does Nyx. Something I'm gonna. Okay, you guys give me a moment. I'll be right back. Yes, I'm gonna stare into your soul. So are you talking about the Kari from the session, or is that a Kingdom Hearts reference? I just realized that I came back and I forgot to unmute myself. I was saying, so glad to know that you guys have met her. And then I realized that you guys also have met me. And then I was saying that I would love to eventually go to events, meetups, conventions, what have you, in like wearing some sort of ears. Just to maybe make myself a bit recognizable. Yes, me and Beaches. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, at LGW. One day I will not pay to go to those events. I will be invited. I'm kidding. Yeah, he was... No, that's a lie. I was gonna say he was the only one who knew we were at the event. But, no. Augusto also knew we were there, because we were, we were going there to meet each other to trade our Lorcana cards. Never paid to go to a single LJW cosplayer forever, baby. Oh yeah. Weren't they gonna start being more strict about it though? Cause I don't know if you remember that other couple that I was talking to, where both of them were cosplaying. I actually don't remember who they were cosplaying. They did not get inside LGW that way. They were actually rejected. Yes, the ones that, yes, those. Sorry, Elmer, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Sushi. But yes, those two. They did not get in, they were actually rejected for that whole free entrance for cosplayers. Here in chat, though, the first time I sent a message about being Yamchad wasn't sent because the chat connection briefly occurred. And the second time was the ending when I was about to explain. Lol. Yeah, they're more strict on that. We actually only paid last year, because it was also the second time. It was the second time we went to LGW. The first time, we were offered the tickets. Oh, right, exactly. For us, we bought both tickets. We actually bought them on the spot. Yep. Yeah, he's talking about those Gozo and Gothic. The only person that does it to cosplays that you have in the whole country. Fuck. Remind me who you were cosplaying as when we met. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anyone cosplaying Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, right, you're Master of Masters. Well, see... Here's the thing. Master of Masters is just a guy in a coat, and I've seen people in a coat, so you're not exactly the only person doing that. So yeah. As for Kaiba, if you mean the one from Yu-Gi-Oh, then yeah, I don't know. I've never met anyone who cosplayed any character from Yu-Gi-Oh besides X-Pop. Well, yeah, but again, because it's just a coat, how would people know you're cosplaying Master of Masters? Kukui goes shirtless, but he still wears the white coat. Guess. Let me have my glory. Me completely destroying your image. Hey, that, you know what? That's nice. There is your glory. You won't get it from me, But hey, if you get it from other people, that's all that matters. Even wears a mask. His wife likes it. Alright. Are other professors married? I don't think I ever knew that. We all know that Professor Oak is banging Ash's mom, so... Did you just use Nyx as just a girl to... No, Elmer. Mr. Mime is apparently Ash's father, but we all know that Oak wants to bang his mom. I don't know, maybe Mr. Mime's okay with it. Maybe they're all okay with it. They're all adults. They're all consenting adults. Who are we to judge? Professor Elm, Birch, and Kukui are officially married. Cool. Oh? Oh, I'm curious, man. More writing? I hope it's not about me. You guys give me a moment. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let me just remove this. Man, that is looking awesome. How are you doing it? Damn. This is looking amazing. Wow. Connections, okay. But that is looking amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Now all you need to do is paint it. Well, I mean, connect all the points and then painting, or painting and then connecting all the points. It is a bit small, yeah, because it's, let's see, while holding it, it's supposed to reach around a little bit above your elbow, I would say. So yeah, that does seem a bit small. But it's still really cool. It's, wow, it's amazing. Eu tô acabando de falar merda. Foda-se. Sabe cabesco. Olha, estás cá para falar merda, mas quem foi atacado há pouco fui eu. Que eu dei shout-out ao Dados e Dragões e eles escreveram Powered by bad rolls and questionable decisions. Foda-se, o bot não precisava de me atacar assim. Os bad rolls é para nós os dois, mas as más decisões infelizmente é só para mim. Neste momento é só esperar pelo dia em que eu e o X-Pop mais decisões. Então, como assim estás a questionar mais decisões? Eu morri numa campanha porque não parava de abrir portas. Say that again. Era uma dungeon, say that again. Epá, ali não havia nada, felizmente, mas quer dizer. See, here's the funny thing about owlbears. If not friendly, why friend-shaped? Cabeça não. No fundo é um bocadinho isso que tu descreveste. É corpo de urso, cabeça de coruja. Aliás, se não me engano, Baldur's Gate 3 tem um owlbear. By the way, acabei de me lembrar de uma cena que posso fazer aqui no stream. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. If not friend, why friend-shaped? Exactly. But why is it not there? Here. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's... Not friend, why friendship can be applied to many animals. God is one was leading character designer, man. Yeah. Do que se falava antes de chegar? O Sushi estava-me a mostrar um cosplay que está a fazer. E está a ficar muito fixe. What song is this one? The current one is... Actually, I believe I can use command song, so exclamation mark song, I believe. Exactly. Apparently it's from a game called Opuna. O-P-O-O-N-A. By the way, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, this has music? It does, okay. Let's play this game real quick. It's called Dark Souls or Love Nikki. Can you tell which item description line are from the Dark Souls trilogy and which ones are from Love Nikki Dress Up Queen, which by the way is a mobile game and it's a prequel to both Shining Nikki and Infinity Nikki. What is dark? Perhaps we already know. We fear their dark, yet find solace in it. I actually believe this one is Dark Souls. Correct. Okay. Oh, it's actually from an item. The Forsaken will grant this world the last delight. There are 96 questions here. Easy Kingdom Hearts. Undying Snow from Love Nikki. Okay. Hatred has never twisted their hearts, but they have done what can never be forgiven by their people. I don't know, man. I do believe this is Dark Souls. Okay, okay, it's Mark of Curse from Love Nikki. She received this helm, which hides her hideous form and helps her hunt the guilty. Okay, this is definitely Dark Souls. Okay. The messenger of the night walks in silence, leaving footprints in the night that no one can see. Love Nikki, maybe? Okay. Wait. Here it is. That's the quiz, if any of you want to try it. However, small white flowers do blossom during dusk when the moon is visible. Man, this sounds like Love Nikki. It's Dark Souls 2! Perhaps the screams emanating from the cells help them forget their old home. Love Nikki, definitely. Okay, Dark Souls 3. The first light in her left disappears, but the fire is kindled. Man, this sounds like Dark Souls, but it's been 2 Dark Souls questions, so... Love Nikki? Yeah, Swallow returns. Epic! Oh my god, it's one of the really hard ones to get. On the brink of death, I see my broken flesh. I stretch out my hand, only to grasp nothingness. I believe this is nothing. This is Love Nikki. Yep. The curse made her tremble in terror. The blood-stained hands made her dazed, but she felt redeemed inside. Bro, this shit sounds like Love Nikki, but I'm gonna take a guess and say it's Dark Souls. Incorrect. Bandage of Redemption. See, that's the thing, Sushi. Love Nikki is supposed to be a dress-up game, yet when you look into the fucking lore, it's dark as shit. Makes you wonder, I'm sorry, I thought this was a cute dress-up game. What is with this lore? Yet men of this time can either— oh no, okay, this is definitely Dark Souls. Yeah. Her skin is ripped open by the thorns and blood fell onto the barren earth. Oh man, this sounds— I think this is Dark Souls, even though it's— oh my— was like, it sounds like Dark Souls, even though it sounds like Love Nikki, and it was Love Nikki. All things are written in souls, but what drives our thirst? Okay, this is definitely Dark Souls. What the fuck? Kingdom Hearts when only the first game released in a nutshell. I will tell you something, Johnny. Love Nikki. In Love Nikki, you battle other people through Tressa battles because the whole of Mirrorland is cursed into not being able to actually fight with swords and guns and whatnot. I actually don't recall what happens, but if you actually try to fight people with weapons, with real weapons, something bad happens. So I'm kind of unsure what happened, because there's actually one character that dies stabbed, and it's one of your friends, so yeah. That's not curvy too. Maybe. Every life is happenstance, but it also a glimpse of eternal place on the earth, stopping between night and dawn. Dark Souls? Damn it! About the trilogy a while ago and I need to play it. The child of the dragon sequestered away from the world. Imagine a world of boundless possibilities from a mere sight of a feather. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Dark Souls, but I'm gonna say Love Nikki. Yep, it's Dark Souls. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. Love Nikki. God damn it. Ambition is the root of evil and destruction. By spilling the betrayer's blood, she confronts the souls of the dead. I don't know. No, this is Dark Souls. God, what the fuck? Unless they have forgotten, they drag the victim off to who knows where. This is Dark Souls. That cannot be Love Nikki. Everything in history will turn into dust, but only the great souls in time will exist forever. Love Nikki? Yeah. If one's shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it's time for some good old-fashioned greed. I don't know. Dark Souls? Yep, okay. The mirage-like Aurora Veil is said to be an article of the old goods permitted only for direct descendants of the royal family. Love Nikki? Damn! Not everyone can walk on the road to light. Some will move forward in the mud and become the pioneer of a new road. This is Dark Souls. What? A philosophy to turn away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. Oh, Dark Souls, definitely. The dark chasm of old is the remnants of some ancient dissipated being. Love Nikki. Damn. The lad's eyes are dipped with blood, filled with madness. If this is Love Nikki. Do what you must to gather the pieces, scrapping them into some semblance of a whole before the will to do so fates. Dark Souls. The enemy is called Death Parade. Fortune and treasure tempt people like an abyss. Love Nikki. Okay, abyss of temptation. Okay. In the night when she was deserted by the world, she cut her finger and enchanted the spell. Love Nikki? Whoa! There was a dark period in history when the land was swallowed by the night and the light sank into the abyss. Love Nikki. Fire exhibits a connection to the curse, and when the flames grow stronger, so does the curse. I'm gonna guess this is Dark Souls. Okay. In the end, the dream chasers wandered aimlessly in the rotted forest, found a sense of fulfillment. Dark Souls. Sometimes it's a certain choice of words, you know? We only need to know one thing about Dark Souls. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. A bird was born from fire with insatiable taste. It kept devouring fire and eventually became fire itself. Love Nikki, maybe? Flaming bird. Who was this knight, and what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. Okay. Her flesh is inflamed, providing light and warmth. Love Nikki. It's thought her great virtue was matched only by her sublime beauty, but who can say now? Love Nikki, definitely. What? This is actually Dark Souls? Sight blurred, voice dumbed, and the collapsed body tinted red by the moon. Who am I? What have I become? I'm gonna say Dark Souls. Fucking keep in mind that this shit may well be Love Nikki. It's Love Nikki. See, some of these phrases are so gruesome. You're wondering, why is this on a dress-up game? The quivering body, the pitiful face, the scared eyes, and the desperate soul. Please tell me this is Dark Souls. It's Love Nikki. For an assassin whose own life is always at stake, the greatest liabilities one's exposed back. I don't know, Love Nikki? At least this is Dark Souls. Be they king or peasant, wise or dull, rich or poor, the wardens treat them all with the same care. Dark Souls stepped in. Okay, yeah. Without a master, there is no pupil, but without a pupil, there is also no master. Love Nikki, maybe? Okay, yeah. You know what? It kind of makes more sense that this was Dark Souls. During his solitude, he forsook everything, for he believed in the goddess' love for him. Love Nikki? Okay. By the way, some of the lines that say he can also be correct, because some of the clothes that you get are very masculine. Whoever intends to manipulate the insatiable desires of humans will eventually be swallowed up by them. This is Love Nikki. Just on the night of blood moon in the city of sin, judgment draws near. The blood-red sword awaits the lambs. Dark Souls. It's fucking Love Nikki. Items in the Soul series have such deep backstory, but some could be a bit better. Maybe. Or maybe the lore reflects the item itself. Maybe. Those who have a taste of dark are drawn into its vortex and rarely return. Please tell me this is Dark Souls. Okay. When the hands of death passed the rose, it was shrouded in a black mist. Love Nikki. Jesters are more than festival fixtures. Some have a second face hidden from public view. Oh, it's actually Jester's cap from Dark Souls. Okay. In the stream, he perceived the form of a young, pale girl in hiding. Okay. It is common to hear of a peasant's dream of striving for knighthood. Okay, this is definitely Dark Souls. Now she became divine, yet all alone again. Wait. This, a pair of shoes. She became divine, yet all alone again. Death is not the end, forgetting is. Love Nikki, I think. Markings of mourning. Waking up from a millenary dream, the swords exude an aura of solemnity. Only the one proven worthy can wield them. Dark Souls. Millenary dream. Damn. The spurned child of the abyss never dies, but phases in and out of its rages. This is Dark Souls. She left nothing but the legend, which was passed down in honor of her memories. Love Nikki? Okay. We're halfway through, people. Actually, we're more than halfway through, baby. Yeah, we're way more. Indeed, Johnny. Perhaps it is written in an older memory from not long after the beginning. Dark Souls. Okay. When war began, the painting went unfinished. Love, Nikki. Even the collective wisdom of Melfian Magic Academy cannot pull magic out of the sky, but the ideas of the astrologists led to the creation of new, very useful magic devices. Love, Nikki, maybe? Okay. Beautiful butterfly, to the fire you fly. The flame licks her fragile wings. Love, Nikki? Okay, moth to fire, actually. Okay, thank you for checking that out. Thank you. Our deeds will come back to us in some form or another. I'm gonna say this is Dark Souls. Yeah. She saw the tears of the corpses, the smiles of the bones, and she will see the birth of the new world. This is Love, Nikki. What is this? It's that poofy thing that goes around your neck, called pain of affection. She saw the tears of the corpses, the smiles of the bones, and she'll see the birth of the new Lord. I am not joking. Nether Lotus Lantern. This is the suit that belongs to. It's this thing over here around her neck. Does this quote appear in the quiz? Be safe, my friend, don't you dare go hollow. Or it's just item descriptions. This seems to be items descriptions. Because all of these descriptions, the ones that are from Love, Nikki, they're all from cloth pieces descriptions. So I don't think it's actually quotes. He marched in one direction, and that direction was dead ahead. Did you see him pass by? Maybe Dark Souls. Right. Pale moonlight falls in front of the coffin. The night wind blows dyed red, white damask. Yeah, even so, pleasant memories are crucial to survival on arduous journeys. That sounds like Love, Nikki. Okay, it's a pendant. A fickle queen gave them life and tore off their faces. How else could she forgive those who dared gaze upon her? This is Dark Souls. Because that was too dark even for Love, Nikki. The god of dragon lies on the mountain, looking up at the eternally unchanged sky, looking solemnly. Love, Nikki. Yeah. If it is tranquility that you seek, you should never have left your home. Dark Souls. Let's keep it. It was not a betrayal of faith, but a rebirth after a long journey. Dark Souls? That does not. Okay, it's actually Love, Nikki, but it did not sound like it. The darkness that flows from a human heart is deeper than the night. On the coldest night, the temple collapsed. Dark Souls. It's Love, Nikki. Stare at it for long, and it seems ready to spring to life, but surely such is an illusion. Love, Nikki? Damn. Anyway, nice. The will feels envy, or perhaps love, and despite the inevitable trite and tragic ending, the will sees no alternative and is driven madly towards its target. This is Dark Souls. Gleaming came to the dark dungeon. The girl in the cage exposed an imperceptible smile, gently blowing out the candle. Love, Nikki. A sacrifice is only worth as much as the life it spares. Dark Souls. The most cold-blooded god covered the eyes of the sleepless with sepulchral peace. That is Dark Souls. It's Love, Nikki. I actually have these eyes. I'm pretty sure. Wait, you guys, let me check. I think I have this. I could totally play a bit of Love Nikki on stream. I love how someone just went through the whole lot of who knows how many pieces, wardrobe pieces in this game, and said, I'm gonna make a quiz. Let me see. It's okay, so search for mature sexy. I actually have sepulchral eyes. I actually have this makeup in game. The flame reveals all and obscures all. I don't know, Dark Souls? This sounds like Dark Souls. Fear manifests itself into boundless darkness. Love Nikki. In the infinite darkness, they wait day after day for a miracle to come. Ooh, this sounds like Love Nikki. Yeah. Sky in the mirror. Love Nikki. What is it? Okay, it's a hair ornament. It's actually from 2022. This is actually quite recent. In the darkness lies the unknown, and people have an innate fear of the unknown. Dark Souls? It's silent madness. The safest method, however dreadful, is to cut off an arm of the dead. Please tell me this is Dark Souls. Thank goodness. Okay, if it gets too gruesome, it's Dark Souls. Why does Love Nikki have such edgy quotes? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know. I never paid attention. Why is that? Okay. No idea why that was. Okay. It has been a while. But hey, Furpoke, thank you so much for the follow. My name is Alexa, I'm a human with fox ears, and tonight we're doing a quiz on, is it Dark Souls or Love Nikki? How are you doing? Why did it pop up? It wanted attention. It felt lonely. Some give up, others stay silent, muddle along and wait for death. Love Nikki. Silent sea of hearts. I love that I occasionally have to write Love Nikki. Oh, it says silent sea of hearts. Maybe it's Silent Sea? No. Star Sea? No, that is the Sea of Stars. So, Silent Sea of Hearts. Love Nikki. Well, and now this shard remains, serving as a vestige of the hopes and dreams. Love, Nikki. The past. No worries, Sushi. Past sorrow can be hidden in this raging world. Souls? Damn. The rain of death toppled the city, but restored the dragon's purity. Love, Nikki. Damn. But we will never know for sure, for City Ashes tell our story. Okay. All people in the world are born to die to defend their faith. That sounds like Dark Souls, but yeah, it could totally be Love, Nikki. Prophets do not care about their life and death because their stories will not be recorded by fate. That is Dark Souls. What? This child of dark, in reverence of the apocalypse, devotes herself to a ritual in hopes of appeasing the raging flame. I don't know, Love, Nikki. Okay, it's Dark Souls. They believed that once the soul was lost, they could never see the splendor of heaven. Dark Souls? It's Love, Nikki, man. Swift like the wind and intangible like the moonlight. Nobody ever saw her face under the mask. Love, Nikki. It's the first light in people's hearts, born in prayer, fading into oblivion. Dark Souls. What? But what is enchanting can also be deadly, especially when clothed with such a ruined garb. I don't know, Love, Nikki. Someone said each departed soul turns into a star. Perhaps they'll start a new incarnation in a distant place. This sounds like Love, Nikki. Wordless shadow. It's hair. The king used it to create iron soldiers in an iron castle. Legend has it he even tried his hand at forging a dragon out of iron. That sounds like Dark Souls. If the soul is the source of all time, of all life, what distinction is left for humanity? Love, Nikki. Hi. He cares not for fame or fortune. He is always on the road. The corner of his heart is empty. That sounds like Love, Nikki. Yep. Unbrindled wanderer. Oh, here it is. Yep, checks out. There's an existence more promised eternity than time. I don't know, Dark Souls? Well, she braved the abyss but did not live to tell her ordeal. Love, Nikki. God damn it. But the scythe of death is still reaping recklessly. Love, Nikki. Boom. I actually got 54% correct. That is quite impressive, not gonna lie. Oh. Bye, Sushi. Thank you so much for stopping by. Should sneezing hurt your shoulder? I don't think it should. If you dab hard enough. That is... Only one person actually got almost all of them wrong. You know what? I mean the 50 to 59%, that's not that bad. Would love to have the answers. Just to search for the clothes. Ooh, actually, 54 is still pretty good. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, Shred just got it right. This is from Bayonetta 3. Apparently it has a few versions. This is called the original version. It's a bar. But yeah, it is a bar. And it's called Gates of Hell. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see. What did I miss? Ah, gosh. Tonal whiplash. Yeah. From Gates of Hell to Hall of Horoscope from Ape Escape 3. Oh yeah, no, all good, all good. I just got distracted with the notification there. About the Bayonetta games is how Enzo is very clearly a character made to tie Bayonetta and Devil May Cry together. Never thought about that. But speaking of Bayonetta and Bayonetta 3, actually, Vitas is actually really excited to replay Bayonetta 3 now that we have a Switch too. Because he really wanted to play the game and not feel stuck at 30 FPS and lower. You know, that whole conversation when I told you guys that we were gonna sell our Switch to buy the Switch 2. That was one of the reasons. It was actually the main reason. The whole Pocopia thing was an extra and a justification to, if I buy a Switch, if I'm buying a Switch 2, I'm gonna buy a Switch 2 game. The lady was actually asking us, oh, is it the one with Mario? And we're like, no, it's the one without a game. We just want the simpler one. No! Of course. Should have figured. How are you doing? Okay, so I find it real. Oh, there's gonna be a third Mary Poppins movie. Nobody asked for that. Not only that, they also announced Lilo and Stitch 2. You know, shit nobody asked for. Doing things. That's good, that's good. Second one wasn't that bad. I'm not saying that the second one was bad, it's just why do we need another Mary Poppins? In fact, wasn't Disney supposedly forbidden from touching Mary Poppins even after the author died? And they just said fuck you to the family? See, this is what makes me so confused about Mary Poppins, about the whole situation between Mary Poppins and Tarzan. It's like, if Disney just doesn't give a fuck, why don't they do more stuff with Tarzan? Do they just not want to? Like, you know? Wind in the Willows. I actually don't know what that is. Also, I was just looking and I was like, wait, what do you mean Hercules? That movie came out 30 years ago. 32 actually. And I'm like, see, that's the thing. They can't just start in all willy-nilly. But they apparently can do that to Mary Poppins, even though the author said Disney could never touch the fucking story. And the family also said the same thing. And then when the author died, Disney just said, fuck you, and did the second movie. I don't know. Also, apparently Moana is coming out, the Moana live action is coming out this year. I'm curious about that one called Gato. I'm curious about that one. There are just movies here that make you wonder, like, why? For example, Coco 2. Why do we need a second movie? Disney didn't immediately buy the Muppets from Jim Henson before he passed away. So, from what I'm seeing on this image, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 new movies. We got Hexed, we got Gato, we got Winds in the Willows, we got Spark, and is Guardians of Tomorrow a new thing? Is it a sequel, a prequel to something? I don't know. And this is for the next 4 years. Well, 5 if you count this one. Anyway. By the way, we're almost 2 hours in, and I ended up not yet doing what I was set on doing this stream. Let me check. Jake, when the rules started that the first half of Ichabod and Mr. Toad adapted. Wait, so you're telling me that not even Wind in the Willows is an original story? Wow. Amazing. Wind in the Willows was already a book before the animated film. Huh. There's a British stop motion TV series. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, this one I can't really do now, because let me check. Okay, so sticky notes. Let's go for that. Let's go with that. Okay, so here's one of the things that I wanted to do this stream. Wow, I was gonna say last month, but it was actually at the end of January. I asked you guys for suggestions on stuff to do during these streams, like these spontaneous streams. Besides gaming, but also gaming. And what ideas you guys had for that. So I would like to go back to that conversation with you guys and see if you have any ideas. I'm gonna read the ones that that we had already talked about, and that I would be willing to do on stream, and that I'm able to. For example, one of the things that was suggested was jigsaw puzzles, but I don't exactly have. I mean, it's not that I don't have a good quality camera. We do have two. Actually, we have 3 cameras. But it's something that we're still working on, especially with the whole Lorcana card stuff. And I don't exactly have a jigsaw. So let's see. Things that I was suggested and that I can actually do. So there's. Oh, sorry. Should I write it here? You know what? I'm gonna write it here. I'm gonna create a text source. Okay, let's see if... Right, let's see. Oh, I don't think we can even... Okay, so it's around here. Let me try a 26 on this. I know. That's what I'm checking now. So we have. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night. Okay, I accidentally wrote ass. Okay, so we had a storyboarding, art / coloring. Nothing comes between us. Dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How it's plain and simple scenes get painted lessons. So vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you. I'm not gonna do this. Lessons. Okay. Yep, these are the only things that I have there that I can do, even though voiceover lessons they only. So I'm gonna put this one. Okay, there we go. Okay. So somebody suggested voiceover lessons, but I can only do them during days. So, for example, either I'm on vacation, or I have a day off or something, or, you know, weekends. I can only do them during the day. Because no way in hell am I going to do voiceover lessons at night. No way. Okay, let's see. It's an original Disney film, and it's still not 100% original, The Lion King, because it's based off of Hamlet. But we can give Disney a break on that. They adapted known stories. That is different. That's still original in my book. Okay, let's see. But yeah. So I also had there were also some joking ones like watching paint dry, I do nothing buy, travel to the UK to see foxes. Obviously, we're not gonna be doing that. Okay, let's do this. Everyone interested joins voice chat during the stream. That's the again, this is something that I might do, but I would also have to like study a bit on how to do it. Nighttime isn't recommended for voiceover unless you had really good isolation in your room. Yeah, maybe in the future, and even then, I don't know. It depends a lot. But yeah. Yeah, other than this, we only were talking about Pokemon games to play. Yeah. Go to music, indeed. Well, yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I wanted to do on this stream. I wanted to debate with you guys if you had any other ideas of stuff to do. Oh, wait. I have an idea, but I need to test something first. You can DM me that idea. Get out of here, Makoto. That's Kotone's song. Ugh. My girl she just cannot win. She barely wins. She wins, but barely. Barely. See, here's the thing, Elmer. I get the feeling I have already talked about this, which is it makes no sense for me to play games with my viewers on stream if all of my viewers are gonna be playing the games, so I'm not gonna have any viewers on stream. Did I hear you mention Pokemon in some capacity? Yeah, you did. You heard me say that, okay, from this point on in the conversation, you guys stopped giving me ideas and talked about, hey, when are you gonna play a Pokemon game? And the answer to that is when I re-debut. Yeah. Or debut? Actually, not sure. Anyway. I have sparkly eyes right now. That may not happen until later this year or sometime next year. Maybe some chat suggested tier lists. Sure, Mystic, but this bitch, stop attacking me. But yeah, sure. We could do more tier lists. I'm gonna put a point here to say no, I have to stop here. Mercury poison. Oh my god. Yeah, watch-alongs are always tricky. And sometimes even with public domain stuff, I've seen people get completely fucked over with watch-along stuff. I'm gonna put it with a question mark. Let me do a black outline. Okay. There. Oh. Hololive does it all the time. Oh, I gotta check that out sometime to see how they do it. Many VTubers had the timestamp and give it time for everyone to start the movie. Yeah, sure. Someone you know who did that? Was it Atari? Okay. I wasn't there, so I don't exactly know. Meme reviews. You know what? Sure, why not? Whatever you guys mean by meme reviews. Again, it's very risky. But one can always try. Try not to laugh is also a good one. Yeah, that is an idea. Try not to laugh. You could do general memes or look at specialized ones. Ugh, beats me what you mean by that. Original or made from known templates and formats. Whichever you guys think is best. You know, it really grinds my gears. I'm not gonna do what really grinds my gears, because for one, that would be a whole ass rant in one stream. I would be constantly going. Because it'd be fun to make one of us the butt of the joke. See, that would imply that Vitus would be playing the game, because I only have 2 mods. And it's you and Vitus. Let me go check again the name of the game that I have. It's no, it's the one King. Oh yeah. Okay, so I have this game called King of the Castle, and it's one of those games where it's mostly idle. So you guys are the ones playing it. We'd need to workshop how you could make me marathon Sonic Heroes again live. That, you know what, that would actually be really, really interesting. That could be interesting, yeah. That could be interesting. We could totally check that. Wait, I lost the thing. Okay, here it is. Defend your castle? Kinda. It's more of a try to make the king follow your ideals, you know. Step 1, use the GameCube version, not the PS2 version. Is the GameCube version worse than the PS2? Approved! Way better? Then no, it should be the PS2 version. If I had to suffer, so will you. What the fuck? GameCube port of Sonic 061 actually? Johnny. Check out some older Flash games. Yes! Actually, I'm not gonna write Sonic Flash games. I'm gonna write Flash games in general. Let me just scroll this. Shit. Okay, there we go. Oh, so these are all when I found out how to make the best drink in that game. You mean... Wait, let me see if I... Shit, where is it? Is it the one with the old guy? A bald guy? Then it's not the one that I'm thinking about. Because the one I'm thinking, the guy has hair. It's called The Right Mix. Oh, then you were mixing stuff up because the guy is not bald. Again, guys, it's if it's a Flash game, it's already here, okay? I don't go about telling names because I'm not gonna note them down. We can decide that on the day. This is good for now, actually. It was the lack of sideburns that made me think he was bald. Lol. Okay, yeah. Finish King Rush. Oh man. Learn how to use a Final Flash IRL. You know what? I'm not even gonna question anything about that. Oh my god. Oh my god, the abs were not edited. The abs were not edited. The gods have blessed these two with really nice abs. fangirling. I'm not fangirling over two men's abs. Okay, yeah, I think this is a good list. Oh. I wound up wearing my drink. Where you wore your... You mean you spilled drink in your clothes? Is that it? Gods. Who knew? Okay, yeah, you know what? Who knew that bad weather and around 6 hours of editing videos would actually make one really tired. I squeezed the bottle to let excess gas out and squeezed too hard, ultimately winding up with a wet leg. Ugh. Terrible. You know, one of the things I don't even suggest doing on stream, being like video editing, isn't even because of copyright infringement, because I could totally just have you guys watch the video. But the problem is, right now, with Warudo and OBS open and streaming, my CPU is going around the 60s and 70% to 80% of usage, and it's mostly Warudo and MediaPipe. Let me see how much it would be, and I still think it would be way too much. How much does it cost this thing to have ViadoTube open? So ViadoTube, I'm sorry, what? Only 1%? I mean, I could try. You know what? I am going to risk it. I'm going to open Premiere Pro. I'm going to open the video editing software. Pray for my computer. let's do this first. Yes, my model is going to lag a lot. And so is the computer, and so is everything. Now the stream crashes. Oh my god, it's not letting me close! It's saying 0.1%, but I do not believe that. Anyway, I am back. So, to answer stuff, I need to test out having just OBS, ViadoTube, and Premiere Pro open at the same time with a project open just to check it. Anyway, it's starting. It's stuttering. Rip Alex's computer. Let's hope it's not too bad. It was really bad. Nintendo stream when? Probably never. Stream didn't crash at least. At least. The ads aren't lagging. Oh my god. If only. Imagine when it's rendering. I'm not dumb enough to render a video during a stream. What do you mean? I would obviously only do that after the stream is ending. But yeah, if I were to do a video editing stream, I would probably have to start with the program already open, so this would not happen. There we go. So I'm gonna speed up if we want to have video editing streams at all. Feels like it'd be easier with the 2D avatar. Yeah. Oh no, totally. That's why I said I'm gonna try to have ViadoTube, OBS, and Premiere open at the same time. That, and also having to check like all the programs that are open and close the ones I do not need open, even if they're not using any sort of CPU. No CPU usage, I do not care. Like Elgato Camera Hub, if I'm gonna use ViadoTube, it can be turned off. I'll just turn it off. IQ? Probably off. I don't exactly need it. But gosh, yeah, speaking of video editing, who would have thought that bad weather and 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours of video editing would actually make someone really tired? Which I am. So, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Let me check. What? What? Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. Don't make me. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. When am I coming back? Who knows? That is one of life's big mysteries. I'm actually going to raid someone. Mr. E, whatever that means. I'm going to raid Biaka. Here you go with the turn in Avengers Doomsday. It is Lumio City. Wait. I did this before. Okay, raid someone. Let's go raid Biaka. Let me try doing this. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. Oh, this is how much was spent. Okay. That's cool. Unlock the thing in the redeems. Yeah, don't forget to unlock the emote if you're not subscribed. Let's go give Biaka some love. How much longer do I have? I have 50 seconds, so let's go. So yeah. Oh, let's finish with a really good song from Mystic Messenger. Mystic Chat. Yep. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. You know what? I'm gonna add like quizzes to the tier lists too, because this whole quiz thing was pretty fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you guys some other time. Have a good night.